Hi, Gupreet. My name is Daphne. I'm one of the essay correctors here at IeltsPodcast.com. Thank you for editing that and sending it back to me. I appreciate your work there. Well done. So the question you chose is people should be allowed to continue to work for as long as they want, not be forced to retire. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, so you've chosen your own question. The reason we choose our question is to really challenge you. So obviously when you choose your own question, it's a little bit different because you might choose one that you feel a bit happier with. But let's have a look here. So do you agree or disagree? So with improvements in healthcare and the quality of lives, people are living longer and thus working till a much older age. Now, they're not all working, but you could use thus often working. These little words here are really helpful in academic writing. Till a much older age. Some individuals believe that people should not be propelled to retire in their 60s and be allowed to work for as long as they want, while others argue a strict retirement age should be enforced. Okay, we wouldn't go propelled to retire, you just go obliged. You could be propelled into retirement, that would work really nicely, but obliged to retire. And so it should not be and be allowed good to work as long as they want to, while others argue, no comma there, this is your subject verb, argue a strict retirement rule should be enforced. I mean, you've got a lot of shoulds going on there, which is fine, but you could have that could be, or if you want to go stronger, must be. But mix up those modal verbs there. Personally, I strongly agree individuals should be forced to retire, okay, at the age of 65. Good. You might just give me a little bit of why, because I haven't really got any ideas on why here. I haven't got any. You're restating that, which is fine, but you're not giving me any extras. Okay, to allow younger workers to access the workspace. You could have something like that, just to give me a little indication of a bit more, like where the essay is going, or because of their health. Yeah. And normally we would also say this essay will discuss. So you need to kind of introduce your essay, and you need to say where your examples are coming from. Yeah, because it says relevant examples. So including examples from, and it could be a newspaper or research. It doesn't have to be real, it has to be realistic. Okay, this is something that we cover on the course that we do. So given that the population, or the global population maybe, is aging rapidly, many people are working even after, working longer, even after the age of 60. Okay. If people are not forced to retire, there will be no room. You've got a first conditional there. I think a second conditional would be more subtle. If people were not forced, there would be no room. Now, you've put that in, which is lovely, but it needs to be a little bit more subtle. Many employment professionals argue that. Yeah, so let's just sort of introduce that a little bit more gently rather than just throwing in that conditional. There would be room. And bring you to say, okay, many young people have difficulties, finding job opportunities on graduation as people in the workforce. You don't need a comma here. As people in the workforce are not retiring at the stipulated age. Good. This could in turn, no comma there. Watch out for commas in strange places. Burden society, no article there. As governments would have to implement initiatives. Very nice. Good. I like that. In Asian societies, no article there. It's Asian societies in general, where dementia is not extensively discussed. Put that the other way around. Individuals in their 60s could present with this medical condition and be oblivious to it. That's interesting. Now, this is a classic IELTS problem. Okay, no, not being rude because I'm really enjoying your writing. When it says relevant examples, this is a trick. Okay, it doesn't mean your own personal knowledge. It doesn't mean your own personal example. It means something you have heard of. So you need to step back from this. So a teammate, this is very sad. Okay, so you have to put, you have oblivious to it, and then you've got to go something general, more general. This medical condition can cause issues at work, including, and then give some examples of the issues, yeah, and then you want to put, for example, recent research from university has shown that for, I don't know, let's go 16% the workforce go that as many as, or as much as, sorry, much as 16% of the workforce may be struggling with dementia or whatever, which is seriously impacting the quality of their work. Okay, so this is how I'd rebuild this paragraph. So you've mentioned dementia, tell me what the problems might be, and then you go into an example. Okay, so that is how we do an example in Ielts. You don't have any personal stuff in here. Take the personal stuff, make it general. Okay, so I would question that paragraph there. Or not all of it, but I would question that section. You need to rework that section. In conclusion, the reasons indicate there are bound to be more issues with allowing individuals. There are, this is very strong. Keep it general. There are often issues, which may burden society in general and the economy. So it's society in general, but the economy specifically, people should be forced. So go back into your opinion, I believe. So restate your opinion. Perhaps, okay, nice. So much good stuff in there, but I really hope this correction has been useful, and I think we've uncovered a big thing here which you can change quite easily. Be great to work with you. Check out the essay correction packs. I think that might be, if you want practice, that might be great for you, because you know what you're doing. I just think you probably need some practice. But thanks, Gupreet. Good to read your essay.